Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit ticked off at Prime right now. Just a little bit ticked off. All right, guys, I'm gonna share a little bit of day 2 and 3 of the upgrade process. I might come off a little bit ticked off, upset, frustrated a little bit. So, sorry about that. But hey, I told you I'm gonna tell you exactly how it is, how the process goes through, and sometimes it's not as smooth as it goes. So here it goes. So the first day, like I said, we did some of the classes, and our rest of the classes were supposed to be done on Monday. But what happened is on the first day, our tax class that was supposed to happen from Abacus, they come in and do taxes and LLC and talk about the government side and how you file your taxes, part of the business. We waited in the class for that to start, and then waited and waited, and nobody showed up. So we ended up going to the office, and the office said closed, working from home. So nobody showed up for this class to teach us that class. Now what happened is one of us that was in the class called, and they said, oh yeah, this class has to be taken, but don't worry about it. Go ahead and finish up your CBT and just send the message. Just make sure you do take this class, but you can continue on with your upgrade process and go on into success leasing and looking for the trucks and all that. So he said okay. So I went home in the hotel, finished up all the CBTs on the computer, and sent them a message saying that okay, all the CBTs, the computer-based training is done, and that class is done. And what happened is on Monday, I was supposed to take the last class, the slingshot. The message came before is like, wait a second, on the email, one of your classes has not been done, so make sure you finish that class before you send the email. So I was kind of disappointed. So okay, well, it was told earlier that you go ahead and do the process, and once this class happens you can just take the class, but I guess not. So anyway, I said no problem, no big deal. So the last class on Monday that I had to take was slingshot. So this is the class, slingshot. Basically, slingshot is basically a way to slingshot you into the business success. So they go over a lot of information. Really good class, actually. I would recommend it. They go into how you break down how much money is coming in and how much money you have to put aside for expenses and all that stuff. So you might be surprised, like, oh wow, I got a check for this week, total revenue that went through my business for like $6,000 or $7,000. Wow, that's amazing. No, it's not exactly like that, because out of the $7,000, almost half of it is in expenses and all that other stuff, lease and fuel and all that stuff. So it was a good class to break down exactly how much fixed expenses you have, then how many variable expenses you have, and how to categorize them and keep track of them and all that. So I would recommend whoever is coming for upgrade, that's a good class. It's not a recommendation, that's a class you have to take. So it's a good thing to do that. Now, and then finally I took the class for the taxes, the Abacus class, where they tell you about the LLC. Now, since I took that class later on after the slingshot class on Monday, I couldn't send. Then I sent the email on Monday, even though should have sent it on Friday, and my name should have been in the list at that time. Like, okay, this guy just finished at this time, because it's first come first served basis for the trucks. So the earlier your name goes in there, the better options you have. So, but now because of this, on Monday I take the class, and then I do the taxes Abacus class, and then I send the email. Now there was a confusion, because since I had already sent the email on Friday, and now this email goes in, my name never showed up on the list. So I was never added to the list. And then next day I was like, what is going on? Everybody who was in the class got an email about like, okay, your classes are done, we are in the list, my name doesn't show up and I don't get an email. So I get a call from my fleet manager and say, hey, what's going on? How's the status? I told him, hey, my name doesn't show up. And so he's like, oh, let me look into it. And then he ended up contacting whoever over here, probably be like, what's going on? Why is this guy not on the list? And then I got an email saying, please check in into the list. And that's when I checked in on Monday night or Tuesday. So basically, because of all this, I ended up being on the bottom of the list. Even though I came on Thursday, I got on the bottom of the list of everybody who already came on Monday and everything. So when the list updated, I was like 38th or something on the list. So I was kind of frustrated. It's like, what is going on over here, you know? At least they should be like, okay, yeah, he did his classes earlier. They should put my name a little bit earlier, but no, they put me all the way in the bottom. And then that was a little bit frustrating. And then the next day I was like, okay, maybe I'll get a call right now saying, okay, you can come in and take a look. Nope, my name bumped up from 38 or something all the way to 29 or 28 or something. And I was like, and nobody called me for looking at the truck. So I've been here from Thursday till now. It's Wednesday, and still haven't got a call for coming in the truck. Now that's why I'm a little bit frustrated. Second thing is, I'm just gonna be real with you. You know, one of the things that was really exciting about Prime, and the thing that was like hyped up initially, was like, hey, Prime has the best equipment and the newest equipment, and you start your lease, you get your brand new truck, and you're on the way, and all that stuff. That got knocked down right away before I even came in, because they stopped the lease purchase program, which I wanted to do. Okay, so that went away. I said, okay, fine, all right, you have a regular company driver or a lease program, you can at least do the regular lease. But now that you're over here, guess what? The lease trucks are all old trucks. They are all 2-year-old, 1-year-old. Most of the ones that I'm seeing that comes on the list are all 2020s, 2019s, have like 300,000 miles, stuff like that. So what's up with that? Like, I mean, it's just kind of a little bit discouraging, because you're all excited, like, all right, you got your new truck, you start off your thing and all that stuff, but nope, no new trucks, all old trucks, well, they're not old, but I mean 2-year-old. You're not gonna get that new truck smell in there. So a little bit ticked off about that, you know. So, and second, there's not even a lot of choices. The only thing is, every time the list updates, they're all internationals. And I wanted a Pete as a preference, but there's no Pete anywhere. And then, okay, fine, not a Pete, let's see Freightliner. Well, no Freightliner. 1 or 2 Freightliners show up on the list, and then finally like 6 internationals. So I don't know, I'm just ranting right now, but I'm a little bit, not gonna lie, I'm a little bit ticked off about this whole thing. But you know, that's all a part of life, and at the end of the day, that's how life is. Sometimes things go exactly how you plan, and things don't go exactly how you plan. So now I'm thinking, how long am I gonna sit here, wait for the right type of truck that I want? Or I should just be like, you know what, take swallow the pill, take whatever truck you have and get on the road, start making money, you know. So that's where I am right now. So as soon as I get a call back and they are okay for me to show me trucks or whatever, I'll let you know the update. But so far, not really very happy. All right, guys, take care. Bye.